Good morning everyone and welcome back to today's lesson. Yesterday we had a lot of fun working with the letter K and we came up with words like cat, candle, car. What other words can you remember? Awesome! Okay, so today we are working with letter A. Okay, but before I begin, I realized yesterday that I completely forgot that we needed to put our thinking caps on. I think my brain was all fuzzy and I needed to sort that out. So get your thinking cap, find it, look for it. Okay, I've got mine. Smell it. Ooh, it smells a bit bad. I think that we didn't use it long enough, so now we need to put it in the washing machine. But first, dust it off, shake it. Put it in the washing machine, open the washing machine up, put it in, close the washing machine, press the button, turn the knob, and the washing machine's on. Ready to go. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, open it up, take your thinking cap out, smell it. That's better, don't you think? Okay, put your thinking cap on your head, buckle it up, press the buttons, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, turn the thing, and the other way, press the button on top, ding, reset it, ding. Okay, are we ready? Okay, let's get our smarty pants. Here's my smarty pants, put them on. Okay, buckle it up. Awesome. Okay, before we start, we need to start with our shape song. So, with my best singing voice. Remember, I'm going to sing first and then you copy. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Circle, no sides. Oval, it's like an egg. Square, 4 sides. Rectangle, uneven sides. Triangle, 3 sides. Diamond, rhombus, starlight, star bright. Hexagon, 6 sides. Pentagon, it's like a house. 3D shapes are fat, not flat. A cone is like a party hat. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. A cube is like a dice you drop. A cylinder, a can of Coke. Okay, that was awesome. You guys did so well. Give yourselves a round of applause, a silent cheer, a pat on your back, and kiss your brains. Okay, now we're going to go through our alphabet chart. You guys have your alphabet chart ready? Okay, I hope you guys remembered that if you didn't have it colored in, that I wanted you to have it colored in for me today. So I was a good girl. I sat after my video and I colored all my work in to make sure it was extra beautiful just for you. Okay, let's go through it. We're going to go A for apple and then we're going to just go A alone, okay? 1, 2, 3. A for apple, B for ball, K for cow, D for duck, E for elephant, F for fish, G for girl, H for hand, I for ice cream, J for jar, K for key, L for leaf, M for moon, N for net, O for octopus, P for pig, Q for queen, R for rug, S for strawberry, T for train, A for umbrella, V for vase, W for wheel, X for xylophone, Y for yo-yo, and Z for zebra. Okay, let's go through it one more time without saying the picture. A, B, k, d, e, f, g, h, I, j, k, l, m, n, o, p, q, r, s, t, a, v, w, x, y, z. Good. Now remember, on your own, I'd like you guys to go through your number chart. You're going to count from 1 till 100, and then you're going to count backwards from 50 to 1. Okay? You're going to make sure that you do it properly, that you look at your numbers, that you know what it starts with, you know your number families. Okay? Now, let me go through number families with you. Okay? If I have number 29. 29. What number family am I working with? 20. Good. So I write a 2 first. And if I'm writing 29 and I've got my 2 first, what number do I have after that? 9. That's great. You guys are so awesome. Okay, if my number is number 22. The 20 family, right? And then what's my second number? 2. So I have a 2 and a 2. And then I get number 22. You guys are awesome. Okay, if I work with number 35. Number 35. What family am I working with? The 30 family. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, so my 30 family, it starts with the number 3. Good. So I write my number 3. I write my number 3. And then what's the number that comes next if I'm writing number 35? 5. Awesome. Okay, I just want to show you guys while I write it down. So if I write 35, I write my 3 for 30 because I'm working with my 30 family. And then I write my number 5. Okay, awesome. Now, if I want to work with number 62. 62. What family am I working with? 60, right? So I write number what first? 60 starts with a 6. So I write my number 6. Okay, and I ask the 62. 62. I already have the 60 part. And then I write number 2. Now, remember, go through your numbers, look at your numbers, make sure you know what family it's a part of, what the first number is, what the second number is, and we're all going to be smarty pants children. Okay? Awesome. So today we are working with letter A. Yesterday we worked with letter K. And today we're working with for Annie Apple. Okay, do you guys remember the Letterland song? It goes, Annie Apple, she says ah, she says ah, she says ah. Annie Apple, she says ah, she belongs to Mr. A. Okay, so sit for a bit, think of some words that start with letter A. Okay, what are some of the words you guys thought of? Cool. Some words that I have or that I thought of is arm, ant. We can have almonds. That's a nut, but it's almond. Starts with an A, even though it doesn't really sound like it. Apron. This is an apron. We have apple, ant, axe, and acorn. Okay, there are so many other words that start with A. And I'd love to hear the words that you guys think of. So what we're going to do is, in our books, I already finished my work from yesterday. I've got my pictures. I still need to show you guys that I learned how to draw a car. I've got my number 1 from yesterday that I worked on. And today, I'm starting on a new page. I've already folded my new page and I drew light lines over here so I can show you guys where I'm working. And in my top line, do you guys remember what I'm supposed to do? Right, write the day. So, what day is it today? Is it Monday? Sunday? Saturday? Wednesday? Okay. So, I'm going to write Wednesday in my top line. Wednesday. Wednesday starts with the W, E, then it's got a secret letter, a D. I don't know why that D is there, but it's Wednesday when you actually write it. Okay, so we're going to write our D, N, E, S, D, A, yeah, Wednesday. It's a long, long word. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you need more time to write out your word with me showing it to you, just press pause and then you can carry on when you're ready, okay? I'm going to start writing my Annie Apple letters. So I'm going to write it in this line. And when I do Annie Apple, it starts with a curly K. It goes up and down. Okay? I'm going to try and do it over here while I show you guys. I think you can still see. Annie Apple goes curly K, up and down. Okay. Mine's not perfect because I was holding it on the cupboard, but we're going to focus, we're going to make sure we do it as neatly as possible. Annie Apple is curly K, goes up and down. And do one whole line of Annie Apple. Now remember, I'm using my cookies just so that it's easier for you guys to see. If you want to use your cookies, you can. But be careful because sometimes cookies shine through on the other side of your page and then it's going to ruin your work. So that's why it's not the best to use cookies. If you have twisties, you can use those. If you don't have twisties and you only have color pencils, you can use those. If you don't have color pencils and you only have a pencil, you can use that. If you don't even have a pencil but your mom has a pen for you to use, you can use that, okay? We're just making do with what we have. We're making a plan, okay? Because there's always a solution for our problems. Okay. I think my row isn't very neat. I'm not very happy with it. So what we're going to do again today, just like we did yesterday, we're going to look at our work and we are going to mark it. And even while I'm looking on the computer, I see that this one isn't very nice, this one isn't very nice, and even if I look at my day of the week, this isn't the best. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a red cookie. You can just take a pencil or a pen, whatever it is that you've got, and we are going to mark our work. So find the A that you think you didn't do so great in. Find just one A, okay? Not all of them. And you're going to make a little cross by the one that you don't think is the best. Like that. And then find the one that you think you did the best in, okay? There should always be at least one that you did the best in. Even if it's not perfect, it looks better than the rest. So I'm going to look. Okay, I think this last one is the nicest. So I'm making a little tick over there. So I see the one I didn't like the most and the one that I thought was the nicest. I'm also going to take my Koki and I'm going to fix this because it's not nice. I don't like it. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, just to remind myself how to write my work. Okay? And this way, we are looking at our work and we are learning how to mark our work. We are learning how to learn from our mistakes, to fix our mistakes, and become better smarty pants children. Okay, now I've marked my first row. Now I'm going to take another color. I'm going to take twisty green, and I'm going to do my next line, this line over here, with my Annie apple. And I'm going to focus. I learned from my mistakes from there. I learned from them. And I'm going to do it better now. Take my twisty. Curly K goes up and down. 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 Okay, so what I want you guys to remember, what I realized that I didn't tell you guys about. Don't forget your finger spaces, okay? So in between your letters, remember you're keeping your finger spaces so that you keep nice space in between. And if you are left-handed, like me, remember all you have to do is put your finger there, you kind of see where your finger space would be, you move your fingers away and you carry on writing so that your hands aren't doing this as you write, okay? So you're just going to try your best, keep your finger spaces, keep your work as neat as possible. I'm going to take my red Koki again, look at my work, and I'm going to mark it. Find the one that I don't think I did the best, and find the one that you think was nicest. So you put a cross for the one that wasn't the best, and a tick for the one that was the nicest. Okay, I'm going to my last line now. My last line, and I'm going to take my favorite color. This is like a dark purple kind of color here. I really like the way this twisty is. And in my last row, I'm going to focus. I'm going to use all my brain power and all my thinking cap power to make sure that mine is the best. Okay? The best. And I focus and I look at my work. Okay, I'm focusing. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. And I'm remembering in my mind, I'm saying curly K goes up and down. Okay, I think I did well. Yeah, I think I did well. Okay, for the last time now in my row, red Koki, I tick the best one, cross the one I think I didn't do so well in. Now if you think that you learned from all your mistakes and you didn't do any of them badly, you don't have to put a cross, okay? So I've got my tick, I've got my cross, and at the end of my page now, I look at it, I say, okay, am I proud of my work? I think so. I think I worked hard. I'm going to kiss my brain. Give yourselves a brain kiss. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the same red Koki, and in the corner end of my page, by the last A, I'm going to give myself a smiley face. And I am going to say, well done me, everybody. Well done me. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is just like yesterday, we are going to work with letters that start with A. And we are going to, not letters that start with A, words that start with A. being a silly bully. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler that I have prepared. I'm going to take my pencil, my writing pencil. And if you need to, remember, ask your parents to help you out with this work. Okay, you might need them to just to help you make your lines so that you don't make it too skew. A line goes in the middle of your page, going downwards, and then a line going sideways. I'm just going to draw mine a bit darker so you can see it. Okay, so we have 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So yesterday what I did was, after doing the letter A, after doing my letter K, I did number 1. But what I'm going to do now is I did my letter A, I'm going to do my words with A, and then on the next page on my own, I'm going to do number 2. If you already did number 2, don't worry about it. All you do is you go to the next clean page and you work with words that start with A. Okay? So, we said some of the words that start with A are arm, acorn, ant, apple, axe, apron. And there's so many other words in the world that start with A. Okay? Before we start, I want us to have a little brain break. So, touch your head, touch your nose, touch your ears, touch your shoulders, touch your chin, touch your toes. I got you. Touch your nose, touch your head, touch your shoulders, touch your elbows, touch your collarbone. Do you remember where your collarbone is? Touch your collarbone, touch your nose, touch your eyebrows, touch your ears. Haha, I got you again. Okay, touch your nose, your elbows, fold your arms, sit up straight. Imagine there's a string pulling you up so you sit up straight. Okay, so the first word I want us to write is the word ant. Ant. Say it with me. Ant. 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 Okay. So what letters are in the word ant? Yes, it starts with an A. What comes next? Ant. N. I don't remember how a N looks. What do I do? My letter chart? This one? And where's letter N? N for net. This one? Okay, so I'm going to write my small N. Awesome. I look at it again. I make sure I know how it looks. I take my twisty or my writing pencil or my Koki or whatever I'm using. I'm using my twisty. And I make my N. And then I make T, T, T. Ant, ant. Ant, ant. Okay, now I'm going to draw an ant. I'm going to take a pencil because an ant is small. And my ant is going to have little sections. So if you guys have a look at, if you Google a picture of an ant up close, you will see that his body has different parts to it. Sometimes they look a bit gross. Try and make your ant as nice as possible. Let me actually Google a picture of an ant. Ant drawing. Okay, so these ants are really, really cool. If you can draw one like this. I don't think it can. There we go. Can you see here's his different sections of his body, his head, that part there, there's a part there, and there's the bum part. Okay, so I want to see you guys drawing excellent pictures of ants, okay? My ant's gonna have eyes now and a smiley face. Now he looks upside down. Okay, the next picture the next word I'm going to write, I'm taking my writing tool again. I'm the same color I used just now. I'm going to write the word apple. 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 Now apple, it was p. So it has two p's. L-E. Apple. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it in my book. Just put it in my book. Now I'm actually going to draw my apple. Now, if we look at apples, we know that sometimes we have apples that are red. Sometimes we have apples that might have yellow in them. See, this apple's got some yellow. We have green apples. Do we have orange apples? No. Do we have blue apples? No. So when you draw your apple and you color it in, please make sure that you do color it in colors that apples can be. Okay? Maybe your apple's like my apple that I've got right here, that's got two colors in it. Maybe your apple's just red. Maybe your apple is just green. You think about it and you do draw your apple nicely, okay? I'm going to use my writing pencil again to draw my apple. And then I'm going to draw the stem part. The stem of this apple is a bit short, but I'm still going to draw mine a bit long. Apple. Okay. The next word we're going to write is the next word I'm going to write is the word axe. Now, do you guys know what an axe is? An axe is a big tool and it's a heavy tool used to chop trees, okay? You can use it to chop trees. There are a few other things that you might be able to use it for, but it's mostly used to chop trees. Like in the story of Red Riding Hood, there was the woodsman, and the woodsman was using the axe to chop a tree. Okay, so the axe kind of looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to write the word first using my purple twisty again, and axe, axe. All I'm going to write is the letter A, and then write the letter X. Now by X, I don't mean a kicking king and then a S. It's just the letter X. Like in xylophone. X, X. And then I'm going to focus nicely and I am going to draw my axe. So it's got a nice wooden handle. And in the sharp metal part. Okay. My axe doesn't look so great. But there's my axe. So remember, this is the part that you're holding onto. It's the wooden part. And this is the sharp metal part that chops wood. Or chops a tree. Okay, so for the next one, the last one, I want you guys to use your smart thinking brains and your thinking caps to think of another word that starts with A. And on your own, or you can ask your mom or dad to help you, or your brother or sister, you're going to think of another word that starts with A. You're going to try to spell it out yourselves. Okay, so no one's spelling it for you. Try and listen to the sounds in the word, and then you draw a picture. Remember, when you're done with your pictures, you are going to color everything in for me. Okay, now on the next page, remember, you are going to fold your page over again into 4. You're going to write today's day, today's Wednesday, and then we are working with number 2. I have Cokie on my finger. Number 2. Okay, so let's count. What do we have 2 of? Do I have 2 arms? Do I have 2 noses? Do I have 2 ears? Do I have 2 legs? How many how many twisties are in my hands? How many bottles am I holding? 1. Okay, how many teddies? Okay, now what do you guys have 2 of? Do you have 2 knees? 2 shoulders? 2 heads? Okay, so you're going to remember, do your work nice and neatly. You're going to write number 2 for me. Okay, so I hope that you guys are keeping your thinking caps on, that you are learning a lot, and that you are working hard on your work. Okay, so later on, I'm going to do our story time. I've got a lovely book that we're going to read together. So take a little break, eat something if you need to, and come back later for our story with a nice blankie, and you can come with your kitty if you need to. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.